Hello everyone and welcome to Cinderful Gaming. I hope you're all doing well, I hope you're all staying safe, and most of all, I hope you're all fighting that war against the grey. Today we have an Age of Sigmar battle report for you. It's going to be Stormcast Eternals versus Beasts of Chaos. We're going to be playing the Marking Territory scenario and it's going to be a 1,000-point game. This scenario has 4 objectives on it and it's pretty simple. If you control all 4 objectives from turn 3 onwards, then the game ends. If not, you play on and the person who completes the most battle tactics will score a minor victory, or the person who completes their grand strategy, if you're tied on battle tactics, will score the minor victory. If not, it's a draw. It's a fun little scenario, great way to get started into the new Stormcast. Can't wait to play. Let's go check out those armies. And so here we have 1,000 points of Stormcast Eternals. We're going to be playing in Celestial Vindicators sub-faction. This means we're going to get some exploding sixes on one of our units when they charge. We're going to be from Signs of the Storm. This means we're going to have the deep striking capabilities for the army, and our general is going to be the Lord Arcanum on Griff Charger. He's going to have the commander trait Shock and Awe, and then he's also going to have the artifact Fang of Dracothian on his Aether Stave. His spell will be Thundershock. Meanwhile, the spell for the Incantor next to him will be Starfall. Mount trait on our general as well will have Celestial Instincts. This means he's going to be able to retreat and either charge or shoot. For him, retreat and charge. And then the command ability that we're getting to pick for our enhancements in this army is going to be Call for Aid, which allows us to bring back 1 Redeemer unit. Our army is put into a single battle regiment with everything there. So our 2 heroes, the Lord Arcanum, Knight Incantor, and then our 2 battle line units of 5 Sequitors and our 5 Evocators and the Celestar Ballista, all wrapped up in a 1-drop, and we are less points than the opposing army, so we're going to get the Pillars of Victory grand strategy, which means the only battle line units on the table at the end of the game from the starting armies must be Redeemer units. And here we have our Beasts of Chaos army. 1,000 points, coming in at 995 to be precise. We've got a Dragon Ogre Shaggoth who's going to have both the artifact and command trait from the Allherd sub-faction, which is the sub-faction we're playing in. We're going to have him have the spell Flaming Weapons, and then we're going to have Great Bray Shaman as well, who's going to have Tendrils of Atrophy. We then got the rest of the army wrapped up in 2 battalions. So first of all, we've got our battle regiment containing our 2 units of Ungor, 2 units of Bestigor, and our 2 characters, and then our 2 units of 3 Dragon Ogres will be in just by themselves. So coming in at a couple of drops extra than the Stormcast army. Before the game begins, we'd like to give a shout out to, first of all, Mithras Games, who provides us with our battle mats for our battle reports. You can find a link in the description of the video to their website. And also give a shout out to Terrainheim, who provided us with this fantastic battle tracker. It has everything for victory points, command points, faction points for your summoning and all that. It's got all your battle tactics here, things like Finest Hour and Heroic Leadership markings. What's great is this is all magnetic, so it all can get compacted nicely together as well. And then you flip this one over, put it back, and it folds up and keeps all nice and safe so nothing falls out. Alrighty, so deployment is all done. For the Stormcast Eternals, we've got 5 Sequitors, the Incantor and the Ballista on this flank, and then the Arcanum and the other 5 Sequitors on this flank. Across on the other side of the table, we've got a line of Dragon Ogres staring us down on that flank, and then we've got the Ungor and the Shaman around the Herdstone. In reserve for the Stormcast Eternals, we have the 5 Evocators, and for the Beasts of Chaos, both units of Bestigor are in ambush, awaiting the first turn strike. Stormcast are going to get to choose who has the first turn, and they are going to give it to the Beasts of Chaos. So, start off the first turn for the Beasts of Chaos. Ferocious Advance is going to be their battle tactic. They pick the 2 units of Ungor and the Great Bray Shaman there for the tactic. And so, going into heroic actions, Dragon Ogre Shaggoth is going to try and generate himself a command point on a 4+. He does not, and I will try with my Lord Arcanum on a 4+ to generate a command point as well. He does, so he's got heroic leadership. Alrighty, so generating primordial call points, we're going to sacrifice D3 of those Ungor near the Shaman for 3. So we're going to go up to 4 primordial call points to begin the game. Over at 4 now, so 3 of those Ungor get stabbed and thrown onto the fire. Alrighty, so start of the magic phase. The Shaggoth here is going to use flaming weapons on his giant axe. He needs a 5 to cast on 2 dice. He got 11. Well, I might as well try and dispel. So we're going to go, we need box cards, so double 6. Nowhere near, so the Shaggoth has flaming weapons. And then our Great Bray Shaman can use Mystic Shield on someone if he wants.
Yep.
So he's going to use it on the Ungor in the front. So you need a 5 to cast that one as well. 2 dice, 3 and 4. So 9. I'll try and dispel. Nope. 7. That'll go through. So Mystic Shield on the Ungor there. And with that, that's the end of the magic phase. So we'll go into movement and we'll come back after all of it's done. Right, so movement is all done for the Beast of Chaos. Dragon Ogres have moved up in a line and both the Bestigor units have come on the flanks. The Ungor just screen out their Herdstone. And meanwhile, he's used his 4 summoning points to bring on a unit of 10 Chaos Warhounds in the backfield just to bring his numbers up on the table. With that said, it's going to be time for some charges, so let's go into them. Alrighty, so this unit of Bestigors over here is going to charge first. They need a 9 to charge. 7, going to use your command point to reroll that one?
Yeah.
Yep, so rerolling that for a 11, they're going to get in. So the Bestigor have ended up like this. Going to go into the first unit of Dragon Ogres here. They're needing an 8 to charge. That's a 6, they're not going to get in. Your Shaggoth needs an 8 as well. He's going to get in and smash some face, hopefully. Alright, and then the Dragon Ogres here, they need a 9. 8, or they are going to fail. But the Bestigor can get in on a 9. 7, they're not going to. So we're going to go into Monstrous Rampages then, and you're going to get your Shaggoth to do one. Alright, so Shaggoth is going to stomp on a 2+. He does D3 mortal wounds. He does D3 mortals. For 1. I am in range of Mystical, so we're going to take a 6-up ward save with the Stormcast. Which we pass, so no mortals. Alrighty, so the Bestigor are going to go first. 7 of them are in the fight. They charge, it means they're 3 attacks each. So they are needing 4s to hit, and then they can reroll any 1s. And 3s to wound.
It's 4.
It's 4. So these are going to be on a -1, so there's going to be a 5-up save, and I'm going to get a 5-up ward because both my Sequitur units have empowered their shields for the turn because we get a 5-up ward in combat. So 5-up save, saved none, all damage 1, so a 5-up ward, saved 2, and that's still going to put a Sequitur into the ground though, so 1 Sequitur will fall. Alrighty, so we're going to attack with these Sequiturs who've also empowered their shields, so we're just getting 1 attack each. So we're going to be 3s to hit and 3s to wound. So then it's going to be 4 at -1 on your Shaggoth. So he's been using all-out defense as well. So 4-up saves on the Shaggoth, save 2. So he's going to take 4 wounds from that. Alrighty, so Shaggoth is going to attack back into those Sequiturs. So he's 3 attacks.
Yep.
3s to hit.
Stormrat axe.
Oh.
And then 3s to wound. This is
1. That's -1.
Yep.
So this is going to be a 5-up save. Saved it. Oh, lucky. That's damage 4 if that goes through.
So this is my sweeping tail. So 3 attacks. Hitting on 4s. Just 1. And then wounding on 3s. Just 1.
And -1. No rend on this one.
Rend.
So 4 up. Save that.
And then my taloned forelimbs. Hitting on 3s. Nice. Wounding on 3s. Just 1 at rend 1.
5 up. Saved it as well. And now we're going to go back into those Bestigor. Alrighty, so we're going to go with the Grand Hammers first. So these are going to be 3s to hit, sorry. Too bad we're not empowering our weapons, or that would be exploding weapons. And 3s to wound, that is 3 armor saves at -1, so 3 5-up saves. Saved 1, that's going to be 4 dead Bestigor so far. Then we've got the 1 with the regular weapon is going to be 3s. And a 3 to wound. Doesn't wound. So just the 4 dead Bestigor. Right, so Battle Shock for the Bestigor. They actually need a 1 because that is sinister terrain. So they are -1 bravery. And 2. So they just lose 1 Bestigor. That's not too bad. The Sequitors actually can fail as well because that is Sinister Brave. So we're just going to spend a command point there, going down to 2 to make it so we don't have to lose any models. Alright, so into the Cities of Sigmar, turn 1. Battle Tactic was completed for the Beast of Chaos, so that one just carries over. We're going to go with Broken Ranks for our Battle Tactic, picking the Bestigor unit over here to destroy. With that said, it's time for some heroic actions. We're going to try and generate a command point with our Knight Incantor over there on a 4+. Doesn't. And you can try as well. And so he's gone for Finest Hour with the Dragon Ogre Shaggoth there. With that said, it's time for some magic. Alrighty, so we're going to start with the Arcanum. He's going to use the spell Thundershock. So this is a casting value of 6. Goes off on a 7. You will want to try and dispel that. So you're going to need an 8 on 2 dice. 9 stopped. That is good. We'll then go with the Incantor next. The Incantor is going to go with Mystic Shield on... Or actually no, the Incantor is going to go with Arcane Bolt. Goes off on a 5. You can try and dispel that. You're going to need a 6 or more. Dispelled as well. So with that, that's our hero phase done. We're going to go into movement and we'll come back after all of it's done. Alrighty, so we've moved up the Lord Arcanum and then we just moved our Knight Incantor around, getting ready to help fight off those Bestigor on this flank. And we just left our Sequitors in combat with the Shaggoth. So we're going to keep the Evocators in the sky for now, and we'll go into shooting. The Celestar Ballista is up, and he's going to target the Bestigor. So, Celestar Ballista has 2d6 shots for 11. Alrighty, so these are going to hit on 4s. Wow, that was terrible. Just 3 hits. 4 hits. That's a little bit better. And then 3s to wound with the rapid fire one. Well, that is 3. You're going to need 6 up saves on these though. Because -2. Oh! Oh! Wow. So those Bestigor don't care. So that's it for shooting. Time for some charges. Alrighty, so charges. We're going to charge the Lord Arcanum. So he got an 8. Yeah, we're going to go into here so that your other units can't pile in and fight, just your Dragon Ogres. And then we'll go charging with the Incantor as well. So he needs anything but a double 1, which he rolls. So we're going to spend a command point on that. And oh, there was a 1, I saw it. But he's going to charge in as well. So combat. We're going to go with the Lord Arcanum first. Alrighty, so Lord Arcanum is going to go first. So we're going to pick him as our 1 unit that charged. So he's going to have exploding 6s for the turn. So he has 4 attacks with his Aether Stave, hitting on 3s. That's a 6, so he gets an extra wound roll in there. So that's 4 altogether. And then wounds on 3s. That is 2 at -1. That's going to be 2 damage. But you do get a ward save, so 2 6-up wards. No. So 2 damage so far. And then we're going to go with our Beaks and Claws, so 3 attacks on him as well. It's going to be 2 hits, thanks to the exploding 6s, and 3s to wound. 1, rend 1, damage 1. Goes through, 6-up ward. Nope, takes another. Alrighty, so beasts are going to go with the Dragon Ogre Shaggoth. So first of all, he's 3 attacks with his big axe. Yep. 3s to hit, 2 hits, and 2s to wound now. That is
1.
Yep, so these are going to be 5-up saves. Saved 1, but that is damage 4, so 4 5-up wards. Thanks to our empowered shields. Save 2. It's still going to be another Sequitur down. And then you've got the rest of your attacks.
That's a D3, so 3 attacks.
Yep, that's for your tail.
And then 4's to hit. All hit. And then 2 to wound. All hit. Wound, sorry.
So no rend on these. So these are going to be 4-up saves. Save 2, and then a 5-up ward.
So
take another
damage.
Yep, so take another wound on them. And lastly, your clawed forelimbs. Both hit.
And then 2 to wound. That's rend 1.
5-up save. And 5-up ward. Nope. So that's going to kill another Sequitur. And then put a 1 on a wound. Alright, so this unit is empowering their weapons. So we've got the 5 attacks from the... 6-7 attacks from our Grand Hammers over there. Because there are 3 and then 1 for the Prime. So these are hitting on 3s. 6s explode. So that's 5 hits all day. And then 3s to wound. That is 5 at -1. Damage 2. This could probably kill them. 1, 2. Yeah, that's them dead. Now all wiped out by the Sequiturs. Alrighty, so Dragon Ogres are going to go back into the not Lord Arcanum. I'm going to use all-out defense over there for +1 save, putting me on that nice big 2-up save. So to start with, let's go with your
Draconic Warglaive.
Yep.
So hitting on 3s.
Rerolling 1s, thanks to being wholly within 12 inch of a friendly Dragon Ogre Shaggoth.
So,
Just.
No, missed that one. And then wounding on 3s.
Wounding on 3s, lovely.
So 3.
3. Any rend on these?
Rend 1.
Rend 1, so these are a 3-up save. Saved them all.
Okay. And then my Draconic Crusher. 3s to hit. 2 hits. And then 3s to wound. 1 wound.
No rend on this though, is there?
No rend.
Yeah, so 2-up. Saved.
And then I've got my ranking forelimbs.
Yep.
Which is 4s to hit.
Reroll that 1.
I got 2. Oh yeah. Yep. And then 4s to wound. So 1.
Yep. So 1 2-up save. Done. And then that is. I've got the Sequiturs to go back into the Shaggoth here. Alright, so Sequiturs back into the Shaggoth. As mentioned, we've already got our shields up, so we are just 3s to hit. And so 2 misses, and then 3s to wound. That is just 1 armor save at +1, so -1, 6-up, he saves it. He's fine. And so that's going to be the end of Stormcast turn. We do get our battle tactic for the turn though. Alright, so Battle Shock phase on a 6-1 Sequitur will run. Nope, they're fine. And then you also take a wound on your Dragon Ogre over here, thanks to the Fang of Dracothian doing its work. And so roll off for priority for turn 2. Turn 2 priority, Stormcast got a 4, Beast got a 6. Beast gonna take it?
Yeah.
Yep. So Beast of Chaos, turn 2. And so, battle tactic for the turn for the Beast of Chaos. They're going to go with Monstrous Takeover. And then we're going to go with Heroic Healing on the Dragon Ogre Shaggoth. So 2 dice, try to roll 7 or less. 8, unfortunately, doesn't heal anything. And then we're going to go into my one. So I'm going to choose to try and generate a command point on the Arcanum. Which he does, so he's got Heroic Leadership. Right, so into the hero phase proper, we're going to start with Primordial Core Points, sacrificing D3 Ungor for 3 again. So it's going to give us 4 points. Yep, so magic now. Shaggoth is going to try and use Summon Lightning. He needs a 7 to cast. 6, that is not enough to cast, so he fails that. Shaman is then going to use Mystic Shield over there. That goes off on a 7. I'm going to try and dispel that. Stopped on a 9, so no magic for you this turn. With that said, into movement, and we'll come back after all it's done. Alrighty, so movement is all done. Bestigor moved up on the flank there, away from the Arcanum. Dragono's coming in to support the Shaggoth. He's just shuffled with the Warhounds in the backfield. And the Ungor just zoning out the objective on this far corner from the Sequitors. With that said, it's time for some charges, because there's no shooting in this army at the moment for beasts. Alrighty, so charges. Bestigor are going to charge first. That's a 6. So they're going to get into that Arcanum there. So the Bestigor have charged. Dragon Ogres next. 5, that'll see them in as well. So the Dragon Ogre Shaggoth is going to go first. Sequitors, we're going to choose to go with defending. So we're going to have the 5-up ward. And then, yeah, we'll leave it at that. And so your attacks, so 3 attacks with your giant axe.
3 to hit.
And 3 to wound.
And run 1.
So 5-up save. Saved it.
So this is the sweeping tail with D3. Sorry, just 1. So 4's to hit. No. And then Talon 4 limbs. 3's to hit. 1 to hit. And 3's to wound. 1 wound. That's
wound.
ring 1.
Alright, so 5-up. Save that as well. Also, sorry, we completely forgot his Monstrous Rampage. So on a 2-up, he's going to stomp. He does not. There's a reason we forgot it. So my turn to pick someone to fight. We're going to go with the Lord Arcanum. He's going to attack the Bestigor. So the Lord Arcanum is going to attack the Bestigor. So he needs 3s to hit. Too bad he didn't charge this turn, so he doesn't get exploding hits this turn. And 3s to wounds. That is 3 at -1 on the Bestigor. So 3 5-up saves. Save 2. That's 2 dead though. And then the Griff Charger, all hit. And 1 wound at -1, so 1 5-up save again. It's another save, so just 2 of them die. 2 mystical saves for those Bestigor actually that died. So 1 of them gets to go back. Alrighty, so Dragon Ogres attacking the 3 Sequitors remaining, so... Draconic Warglaive.
So 3's to hit, rerolling 1s. I just reroll this. Yeah. And then 3's to wound. So rend 1.
Yep, that is 6. 5-up saves. Oh, there we go. 3. And then damage 1, yeah?
Yep.
So 5-up wards. Nope. So that is another 2 Sequitors down. Because I've already got a wound there. And then your Draconic Crusher.
Yep, so 3 attacks, 3's to hit, rerolling 1s. Yep, don't worry. And then 3 to wound. No rend.
Cool. So no rend, yeah?
No rend.
So 4 up, so 2 save, damage.
2.
So 5-up wards, need to pass 1, do not. So that is the last Sequitor down. Alrighty, so as soon as that unit has died, we're going to use our once per game command ability for a command point from the Night Incantor here, which is Call for Aid, which allows us to bring back 1 Redeemer unit that has been slain, an identical unit back to the table. Hold within 12 inch of the hero, and then 9 inch away from enemies, so 9 inch away from all of those bad guys there. But we've got that unit of Sequitors back on the table. Now, you've just got all your attacks into the Arcanum. Before you do anything, I'm spending a command point here, going all out defense. Alrighty, so Dragon Ogres into the Lord Arcanum.
So my Draconic Warglaives, 3's to hit, rerolling 1s.
Yep. All hit, lovely.
All hit. And then 3's to wound, range 1.
Not quite as lovely. So
3
3 at range 1, so these are 3 ups. Failed 1, damage 1.
Yep.
So 6-up ward from Mystical. Nope, take a wound.
Yep. And then my Draconic Crusher, 3's to hit, rerolling 1s. Yep. All hit. And then 3's to wound, 2 wounds.
So no run on this, so 2 up saved.
And then my ranking 4 limbs, so that's 6 attacks. So it's 4's to hit, Am I reading? Yeah, reading one. So. And then 4s to wound. Or win.
Any rend?
No.
No rend, so 2 ups. Saved them all. And then you got your Bestigor next. Alrighty, so the Bestigor into my Lord Arcanum here. So go for it. So 4s.
4s to hit.
Rerolling 1s.
1 run.
Wounding on 3s. And so this many saves.
Rend 1.
Rend 1. So there's going to be 3 ups. No, passed them all. He's tanking it. So with that, that's going to be the end of the turn. So Battle Shock is not required for any of my units. So into Stormcast turn 2. Alrighty, so Stormcast turn 2, we're going to go for Slay the Warlord. We're going to try and take out that Shaggoth this turn. And then we're going to go into Heroic Actions. We're going to try and generate a command point with our General. Does not. What are you going to try and do?
I'll do the same.
Yep, which hero?
My
Shaggoth. Yep. He does. He gets heroic leadership. Alrighty, so we're going to go with some magic now. I'm going to start the Knight Incanter over there is going to use Arcane Bolt. Goes off on an 11. So you're going to need Boxcars to stop it. You need double 6 to stop me. Nope, so he's got Arcane Bolt. And the Lord Arcanum is going to use, we'll use his War Scroll spell to try and heal him up. It goes off on a 9, so you can try and stop it. On a 9, it doesn't, so he heals D3, which means he heals his wound. So we'll go into movement and we'll come back after all of it's done. Alright, movement all done. Sequitors and the Incantor here just moving up, and we're going to go with some shooting now. So, time for the Celestar Ballista. He's going to shoot into the Dragon Ogre Shaggoth with 2d6 shots for 7. He's going to hit on 4s. Just 2 hits. And wounding on 3s. 2 at Ren 2 on your Shaggoth. 1 goes through, so it's going to be 1 wound on him, taking him to 5. Charge phase, we're going to start with these Sequitors here into your Shaggoth. And so that's a 7, they're going to get in. We're going to go with this unit of Sequitors here through the forest. They got an 8, we'll see what that does. And then the Incantor is going to charge last, so double 1s. Yeah, we're just going to have to leave him there, I think. So let's go into some combat. So we get to pick one, first of all, monster reaction, I guess, for him. Does he want to try and stomp or roar? Stop me using command abilities? Sure. On a 3+, he roars. He does, so I cannot use command abilities on them. So going into my hero phase, my combat phase, start of it, they're going to elect to, first of all, I get to pick one Celestial Vindicators unit to get exploding 6s to hit. We're going to pick them. And then I get to choose what they do because they've already got exploding 6s. They're going to pick their ward save instead. So they're going to get the best of both worlds. And then that unit over there will pick exploding 6s. So let's see what we can do. We'll go with this unit here first though. So he's going to use his Heroic Leadership command point for all-out defense. So these are the attacks from the Sequitors with Grand Hammers. We're needing 3s to hit. Wow, that was terrible. We are not going to kill him. Unless both these go through. So 3s to wound, 2 wounds, -1. So that's on your base save of 4 up. Saved them both. Nah, we are not going to kill him. Not unless we roll 4 6s on the other ones. We got no 6s, 3s. So that's just 2. We're going to fail our battle tactic quite. So he takes 2. Alright, Dragon Ogres into the Lord Arcanum. Well, he might as well. He's going to use a command point. +1 save for all that defense. Why not? So go, you're needing 3s to hit with your Draconic Glaives.
Rerolling ones. So rerolling these 2. Yep.
And then 3s to wound you.
Yep. So 4 Ren 1.
Yep, so these are 3-up saves. Oh, failed 3.
So that's just
6-up wards from Mystical. Failed 3. He takes 3 wounds. Wow. Yep, so your Draconic Crusher next.
3s to hit. 3s to wound. So that's no rend.
So 2-ups. Failed another, so that's damage 2, yeah?
Yep.
6-ups. Wow. It's all going a bit pear-shaped for Stormcast at the moment.
And then my ranking 4 limbs.
Yep, you're ranking 4 limbs
So
from all of
4s
them.
to hit.
Reroll those 1s. Or that one.
And then 4s to wound.
4.
4, no rend.
So 2-ups. Saved all of them. Good. Well, we're going to go with him into the Bestigour then. So he's got 4 attacks, hitting on 3s. Wounding on 3s. 1 at -1, so 1 5-up. Kills 2 Bestigour. Oh, well, 2 6-up wards. Kills 2 Bestigour. And then his Griff Charger. All hit. 1 more save at a 5-up. And a 6-up ward from Mystical. No, so 3 Bestigour die. Right, the Ungor have piled into the Sequitors there, so 9 of them are in 4s and 4s. Nothing. And so we'll hit back with the Sequitors. So the Sequitors over there, back into them. We've got exploding 6s thanks to empowered weapons, so we are 3s. So that's just going to mean 1 technically misses. And 3s. Wow, Sequitors let me down with these rolls. That is 2, -1. So what is your armor save? 6-up, you don't get it, so that's just for all. The half shields do give them a 6-up save because they get +1, so 6-ups. No, so 4 dead so far. And the other Sequitor there, 1 hit, 1 wound, 1 6-up save. That's another 1, so 5 dead altogether. So Dragon Ogre Shaggoth is going to attack the Sequitors here. So he has 3 attacks with his giant axe.
Yep. 3s to hit. 2 hits, and then 3s to wound. 1 wound.
-1.
No rend. Oh yeah, 1 rend.
5-up, and then 3 damage here.
Yep.
5-up ward. Save 1, so 1 Sequitor goes down. And then his D3 attacks for his tail.
That's
1.
4s to hit. No.
And then
My 4 limbs. 2 attacks, hitting on 3s. Winning on 3s. That's Ren 1.
cool, so 5-up saves and 5-up wards. Pass both of them. And so just your Bestigour into the Arcanum. And so 11 Bestigour into the Lord Arcanum.
So 4s to hit. And then 3s to wound. So that's 4 attacks on Ren 1.
Lovely. So these are going to be 3-up saves. Failed 1. 6-up ward from Mystical. Failed that, so it goes to 6. Alrighty, so Dragon Ogres then into the Sequitors for our last combat this turn.
3s to hit, rerolling 1s.
Well, there's a lot of 1s to reroll there.
That's a miss.
So 1 and 2 miss. And then 3s to wound. So 3.
Yep, on round 1.
Yep, so these are going to be 5-up saves, save 2, and then a 5-up ward for the point of damage, save that as well.
Then,
Draconic Crusher.
Draconic Crusher hitting on 3s. Rerolling 1s. So, winning on 3s as well. 2 hit, no rend.
So 4 ups, saved.
Okay, and then my ranking 4 limbs, 4s to hit. Rerolling 1s. And then 4s to wound. 1 wound.
Okay.
No rend.
Failed that, so 5-up ward. Pass the ward. So that is that. Sequitur's lost 1. They are fine though with the bravery. Your Ungor, however, lost 4. So they're going to be, they lost 5. So they are bravery 5 at the moment due to being near expiring terrain. So you lose d6 of them. Unless you want to spend a command point, which you might as well because it's the end of the turn.
Yeah,
so command point there. And the same thing. So your Bestigor lost 4 though. So we're going to have to make a decision. Alrighty, so Bestigor's bravery check. 1 or 2, they're fine. 5, so they're going to lose 3 Bestigor. But importantly, the Ungor are going to stay because if I get the turn now, it could be really bad for the backline there. So going into priority for turn 3, Stormcast got a 4, Beast of Chaos got a 1. Stormcast are going to take the double. Alrighty, so battle tactic for the turn, we're going to pick Conquer, picking the back objective there. And then we're going to go into heroic actions. We're going to go heroic healing on the Lord Arcanum. That's 9, so that's equal to his bravery, which means he heals 1, going back down to 5. So Shaggoth's also going to try heroic healing. His bravery is 7, so he needs to roll 2d6. 4, that's under, so he heals d3. 2, so he goes back to 5 as well. Alrighty, so going into the hero phase proper, we're going to cast Healing Light with him as well. So that's cast on an 8. So that's going to be a d6 heal with the 8. So you might want to try and dispel that if you can. You need 9 on dice to dispel. 7, not enough. So he's going to heal d6 on himself. For 4, so he's back to 1 wound taken. And Knight Incantor is going to use Arcane Bolt. Goes off on a 10. You can try and dispel that as well. You need 11 to dispel. Nope. So Arcane Bolt on the Incantor. With that done, that's the end of our hero phase. So we're going to go into movement and we'll come back after all of it's done. Alrighty, so movement is all done. Nothing really much happened except the Incantor has now moved up and the Evocators have finally come down. So with that, it's time for some shooting and we're going to go Cellstar Ballista into that Dragon Ogre Shaggoth. So we've got 2d6 shots for 10. So we're hitting on 4s. That's a good roll. Hit with 6. And then 3s to wounds. 3 at -2 on your Shaggoth. So these are 6-up saves. He takes 2 wounds. Charge phase time. Knight Incantor is going to charge first. 5. Yep, we're just going to take it. And we'll charge with those Evocators as well. So they got a 4. We're going to try and re-roll that for a command point. 4 again. They are not getting in. So we'll go down to a command point and the Evocators sit there looking pretty. So we're going to go with these Sequitors here. They're going to empower their weapons. That in over there will do the same, empowering their weapons as well. And the Incantor will choose to get the rerolls because he's the only unit of ours that charged this turn. So he's got exploding 6s. Alright, so everything into that Dragon Ogre Shaggoth over here. We need 3s to hit, 6s explode. So that gives us everything. And 3s to wound. Oh, just 3. -1. Failed 2, so that's 4 damage. That's him dead. Alrighty, so 2 Dragon Ogres attacking the Lord Arcanum over here. So
3s to hit. No rerolls anymore.
No, because Shaggoth is dead.
And 3's 2 wounds. So 5, rend 1.
So 5 4-up saves. So you take a wound. And then your 4 limbs.
Yep. 4's to hit. 1. 4's to wound.
And no rend on them, yeah?
No rend.
So 3 up, saved. We're going to go with the Sequitors over there. So Sequitors over here into the Ungor. So we are needing 3s, 6s explode. So just 1 more. And 3s. That is 6 up saves. 2, but that's not enough. That's going to be 8 damage, killing the Ungors. Alright, 7 attacks from the Bestigor. Needing 4s, rerolling 1s. And 3s. 1, -1, so 4-up save, saved. Alrighty, so our Knight Incantor can pile in because he charged. Yes, that is going to draw some enemy units in range, but that's fine. So you can come attack me if you want, but I am going to use my pile in.
I'm not going to.
Not going to? Cool. So then you've got your Dragon Ogres over here to go. Alrighty, so Dragon Ogres into the Sequitors then. So
Draconic Warglaive.
Yep.
So 3's to hit.
No more rerolls.
And then 3's to wound. All wound, rend 1. So that's
5, 6. 5-up saves. This is going to be 1, 2.5 dead Sequitors. Oh no, we've got mystical. So we have 5 mystical saves of 6 up. Nothing. So that is 2.5 dead Sequitors.
Nah, you have to do it.
Draconic Crusher next up.
So 3's to hit. And then 3's to wound. So there's no rend on these.
And 4-ups, failed 1, so 2 mysticals. Another, so that leaves the Sergeant. And so the 4 limbs to finish.
So hitting 4s.
Oh, that's not good.
And wounding on 4s.
3, that's enough. 4-ups. Failed 1, so I'm not going to die. 6-up ward. Failed that, so he takes a wound. And
Then your actual dude.
yeah, then I got my Arcanum. Arcanum's going to fight the Bestigor, so 4 attacks. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 3s. Finally, he does something. 3 at -1. So that's going to be 1, so that's 2 dead so far. It's about 2 mystical saves. No, 2 dead, and then the Griff Charger. All hit. 2 wounds at -1, so 2 5-ups and 2 6-up wards. No, that's the Bestigor dead. And then end of the combat phase, I'm going to use my Arcane Bolt into your Ungor, of which I'm now within 3 inch. So we're going to kill D3 of them with Arcane Bolt for 1 of them. That does mean I now outnumber you on the objective and get my battle tactic. So battle shock now for this one Sequitor here. He lost 4 of his buddies. So 2, he's fine. So he's sticking around. And that's that for the turn. So into Beast of Chaos, turn 3. Alrighty, battle tactic for the turn for Beast of Chaos is going to be Savage Spearhead. He's going to have 2 units in my deployment zone. And then heroic actions for the turn. I'm going to go with generating command point with the Incantor back there. Does not. Your turn to do something. What do you want to do for heroic action? You've just got your secondary character up there. So he's going to try and generate a command point with his hero back there. On a 2-up, he does, and immediately he's going to use that for a primordial call point, thanks to the Allherd sub-faction, and then sacrificing D3 Ungor as well. for 1, but you're going to get another 3 points, popping you up to 7. So magic then in the hero phase. So the Great Brave Shaman is going to use one of his spells. He's going to elect to use Arcane Bolt. So 5 to cast, fails to cast. So with that, we're going to go into movement and we'll come back after all of it's done. Alrighty, movement's all done. Dragon Ogres have retreated out back into the Holy Within, my territory, and the Doggos are moving up. Shaman's retreated out. He's got his 2 Ungor screening him, but we summoned 10 Ungor at the back there and then 10 Ungor Raiders over on this side, using up all our summoning points. So time for some shooting. The Ungor Raiders are going to shoot into the Cellstar Ballista. Alrighty, so 10 Ungor Raiders. They are now forced to hit. And then they are forced to wound, reroll 1s. 1. So 4 up save, 3 up actually, but still failed. So 1 wound on the ballista. Alrighty, so charge phase, Doggos are the only charge you've got. So, Doggos to charge, 10, they are easily in. So Cavs Warhounds have charged in like so. I'm going to use Unleash Hell with a Cellstar Ballista. So 2d6 shots, rapid fire for 5. We need 5s to hit though. Just 2 hits. And 3s to kill. So 2 wounds, you're not going to save against it. Alright, so passed one of his mystical saves, so 1 Doggo does die. And then combat. Alrighty, so I'm going to enhance my weapons on him. Might as well go out in a blaze of glory here. And then we'll go with the Dragon Ogres as well into the Lord Arcanum. Yep, so Draconic Warglaives, 4 attacks, hitting on 3s.
And wounding on 3s.
Wounding on 3s.
So that's 2, round 1.
Yep, 4 ups. Failed both, 6 up wards. Failed both, take 2. 4 taken. And then...
I'm ranking 4 limbs, which is only 4.
Yep.
4's to hit. 2 hit. And 4's to wound. No.
Nothing, cool. Well, I'll go into those Doggos. So we've got 3 attacks. All hit, but no explodes. And 2, so that's just going to kill 4 Doggos, but 4 mystical saves. So 3 Doggos die. Alright, Doggos into my model there, so...
4's to hit.
Yep. And 4's to wound. So 6 saves to make. 4 ups. We are dead, I think. We've got 3 mysticals, so we might not be. See. Passed 1, but still suffer 2. So now we've got Blaze of Glory. I've got 2 wounds on him. Every 6 is a mortal wound back to you as I explode back to the heavens. For nothing. It never does anything.
Sounds like a cum guard.
So the Lord Arcanum going to go back into your Dragon Ogres. So 4 attacks hitting on 3s with 3 hits. And 3s to wound. 1. -1. 2 mystical saves required. Nope, take 2. So you will take a wound at the end of every turn from now on. And then the Griff Charger hits once. 1 wound, -1. Saved, but take a wound because it's going to be the end of the turn. And so go into priority for turn 4. Got a 1, you got a 5. Beast of Chaos are going to be able to take it.
Yep.
Alright, battle tactic for the turn for the Beast of Chaos. They pick Conquer. They generate a couple of primordial core points as well, but we're going to go into heroic actions. I'm going to do heroic healing on the Lord Arcanum. So 9, he heals a wound. And what do you want to do for your heroic action with your Shaman?
Oh, just create a command point.
Command point on a 2+. He does. Heroic leadership. Alrighty, so magic then. Shaman's going to try and use Arcane Bolt for his turn. So 5, 8 goes off. I'm going to try and dispel him. Need a 9. 8. So it goes off. He gets an Arcane Bolt on him. And with that, we'll go into movement and we'll come back after all is done. Movement's all done. Doggo's moving in to fight the Arcanum. Uncle Raiders move up. Dragon Ogre is going to try and take out the Celestar Ballista, and he goes and caps that objective on the table there. So, time for some shooting. We'll go with the Uncle Raiders, 10 shots. Alright, Uncle Raiders is going to shoot the Celestar Ballista, so they are forced to hit with 10 shots. And then they are forced to wound, re-rolling ones. Re-roll that one for 4. So these are going to be 3 up armor saves, thanks to cover. Take a wound. Charges. Dragon Ogres are going to attempt to charge the Celestar Ballista. So that's a 4. So that's going to get them in, because it's going to put them up. And then the Doggos will charge the Arcanum. For a 7, they're in. Alrighty, so I'm going to use Unleash Hell over here. So 2d6 shots into the Dragon Ogres. Oh, just 3. So 5s to hit. We all hit though. 3s to wound. 3 -2, so 3 6-up saves. Take 2 wounds. Alright, 2 Dragon Ogres here are going to go into the Arcanum first. I'm going to use all out defense for putting me down to 1 command point for the turn.
Can I use all out attack?
Yep, he's going to use all out attack for +1 to hit. And so let's go for it.
So that's 2 to hit, right? Okay. With the Draconic Warglaives, so 2s to hit now. All hit. And then 3s to wound.
4.
Round 1.
Yep, so 3 ups. And a 6-up ward on the one I failed. 6 up. No, takes a wound. And then 4 for the 4 limbs.
So 3s now.
Yep.
So hit. 2. And then 4 still wound.
1, 2 up. Saved it.
1
4 attacks from the Celestar Ballista. So we're going to get 3 and 3s. 1 at -1. Take 1 wound on your Dragon Ogres. Alrighty, so the 2 Chaos Warhounds into the Lord Arcanum is next. And so they need 4s to hit. And 4s to wound. 1, 2 up. Saved. Then we've got the Arcanum. He's going to go into the Dragon Ogres. So 3s to hit. And 3s to wound. 2 at -1. So these are 5 ups. Fail both, so 4 damage altogether. So 4 6-up wards. Take 4, so that's going to put a wound on this one. And the Griff Charger into that Dragon Ogre misses with everything. So these Dragon Ogres are left to go into the Ballista. So, first of all, the Glaives.
That's
3s to hit, so 3s to wound after that. Just 1.
That's round 1, I think.
Round 1, so 4-up save. Failed, so take another wound. So go to 3. And then the Draconic Crusher.
Yep, 3s to hit. Just 1. And then 3s to hit. Nope.
No wounds. And then the 6 attacks from the Raking 4 limbs.
Yep.
4s and 4s. Oh, that's better. That's not as good.
So
2. 3 ups. Pass 1, fail 1. You take another wound and go to 4. So on a 6, Dragon Ogre here will flee. He is fine. Other than that, there's no Battle Shock test to take, so it is going into priority for turn 4. Stormcast got a 2. Beast got a 1. I think Stormcast are going to take it. Alrighty, so we're going to go with aggressive expansion for our battle tactic. We're going to pick the 2 objectives here, not in our territory. And for our heroic action, we're going to go Finest Hour on the Knight Incantor. Your heroic action, command point on a 2+, heroic leadership. Does not get it this turn. Spell-wise, let's go with the Arcanum. He's going to use Arcane Bolt. He's going to use Arcane Bolt. That goes off on a 9. I've got 2 other spells. If you want to try and dispel it, you can.
I do the other 2.
I'm going to go Empower on the Evocators. That does not go off because they need a 6 to cast. And then we will go Mystic Shield on the Incantor, casting it on the Sequitors next to him. For 5, just casts. 5, still cast. Didn't beat my score. So Mystic Shield on those Sequitors. And with that done, it's time for movement, and we'll come back after all of it is done. Alrighty, movement is all done. Retreated out the Arcanum, so we get that objective. Moving up everything there to charge, and then the Evocators have moved up as well. Shooting, the Ballista is going to shoot the Dragon Ogres in the face, so 2d6 shots for 7. Hitting on 4s. And wounding on 3s. That is 2 at -2, so these are going to be 6-up saves. Take 2 wounds, so this guy goes up to 5. And then we're going to go with charges, so Evocators are going to charge. Not with that, they're not. We're going to use a command point to re-roll that. Come on, 6, that's going to do it. Alright, well, Ungor Raiders are going to use Unleash Hell, so 5s to hit. There's 3 hits. And 4s to wound. 3. So 4-up saves on the Evocators. Saved them all. Sequitors will charge. So that is 5, so they're going to get in. And then we will charge the Knight Incantor, with a 7, he's going to get in as well. So he's going to activate his Arcane Bolt here with his Bray Shaman. So D3 for 3 mortal wounds on the Incantor. Ouch. We will go with the Incantor first. So 3 attacks. We are 3s to hit. And 2s to wound currently. 2 wounds. -1. So 6-up saves, 1, so kills 2 Ungor. Alright, Dragon Ogres are going into the Evocators now. And so they're Draconic Warglaives. We're going to use all-out defense on the Evocators.
I'm going to use all-out attack.
Yep, so you drop down to 1, I drop down to none. And go. So
2s to hit.
Yep. Oh, those lovely 1s. 3s to wound. Oh, love to see it.
2.
4-up save. Failed both, so take 2. Your Draconic Crusher.
So Draconic Crusher is 2s and 3s.
Loving it. Loving it.
1.
Saved.
And then I got 6 attacks with my clawed 4 limbs. Ranking 4 limbs.
3s?
3s and 4s.
Passed 1, failed 1, so it's going to kill 1 Evocator. Alrighty, so we're going to go with the Grand Hammers all into the large unit, and then 1 dude into the last 2 from the original unit. So the Grand Hammers, where it got exploding because we have empowered our weapons, so that's not good for them. So that is 3s to hit, 1, 2, 3 dice come in, 3s to wound, well that's better, so 4 at -1, so 4 5-up saves. That is 6 dead. And then the 1 Sequitur into the 2 remaining from first. He just got double sixes, so he got 4 hits through. And that is just 1. So 1 5-up save. Saved it. After rolling so well, he did nothing. And then it's just your turn to strike back with some Ungor. Alrighty, 2 Ungor here into the Nightingale, so 4s to hit. Nothing. Alrighty, so Evocators are going to attack. They're our unit that charged this turn, so they're going to get exploding 6s. So we are hitting on 3 6s explode. And 3s to wound. Oh, that is a 4, 10, 11 saves, -1. And so these are needing -1, so they're needing 5s. So it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that just straight out kills a Dragon Ogre. And leaves the 5 remaining on the other. And then after we attack, there are 4 Evocators, so 2 dice for each model. Every 4-up is a mortal wound. There's another 4 mortal wounds, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So 3 go onto this Dragon Ogre here. And then you've got your 2 Ungor there into the Sequitors. So we are needing 4s to hit. 1 hit and 4s to wound. 1 wound. 1 save. Celestar Ballista then going to go into the Dragon Ogre. Gets 2 hits. Gets 2 wounds. 2 at -1. Does 2. He's left on a wound. Wow. Ballista almost killed him. That is that. I'm going to get my battle tactic for the turn, and it's going to go into Beast of Chaos turn 4. Alrighty, so primordial core points, we generate 1 at the start of the turn. He's chosen aggressive expansion for his objective, so he's going to try and take both my objectives. And then we are going to go heroic actions. I'm going to try and generate a command point with my general over there. So on a 4+, he does heroic leadership. And then he's going to go heroic leadership on a 2+, you generate a command point. Deuce 2. So we're going to go magic next. 2d6, he's going to try and cast Arcane Bolt. 3 fails to cast. So we're going to movement and we'll come back after all of it's done. Alrighty, end of the movement. He's moved up a couple of units to go try and take down my Lord Arcanum. Good luck to you. Then he's just moved away, making my charge as hard as possible in turn 5 to get rid of those pesky Ungor Raiders. And the dogs come and take my objective, gaining him his battle tactics. So, shooting 10 shots into the Evocators. Needing 4s. And 4s, re-rolling 1s. So 4. These are 4-up saves. Take 2. And charges. Dragon Ogre. Yep. He's in, and the dogs are in. Cool. Alrighty, which combat do you want to do first?
Dragon Ogre.
Dragon Ogre? Which one?
The one on the one. Yeah.
This one, yep. Into the Celestar Ballista.
Yep.
No,
into the Evocators.
Into the Evocators, cool. So 4 attacks from his Draconic Warglaive.
Yep. Hitting on 3s. Winning on 3s. So 2 ran 1.
5 ups. Fail both. 1 dies. And 1 takes a wound.
And then my ranking
4 claims.
Hitting on 4s.
Yep.
1.
Winning on 4s.
Winning on 4s. Yep.
4 up. Failed that, so take another wound. I'm going to go with the Lord Arcanum. So we're going to put our staff into the Dragon Ogre, and we're going to put our mount into the dogs, and we're going to use our free command point here for all-out attack. Alright, so staff, 2s to hit now. All hit into the Dragon Ogre. 3s to wounds. That is 2 -1s. So 2 5-ups. Failed them all. 4 ward saves required. Takes 3 and dies. And then his mount hitting on 2s. And wounding on 3s. That is 2 at -1, so that kills the 2 dogs as well. The 2 Ungor there into the Knight Incantor, so 4s, 2 attacks. And 4s. 3 up save. Failed. Down to 1 wound. But we will go the Sequitors next. So 1 Grand Hammer into those Ungor, so exploding hits. Only 1 though. Doesn't wound, and the 1 Grand Hammer from our champion into the others. That's going to do 4 hits. And 4 at -1, so 4 6-up saves. They're dead. So the 2 closest here are dead. Ballista into the Dragon Ogre then. 2 hits. And 2 wounds. 2 round 1. He dies. And so that's that. No battle shock for anyone. Priority turn 5. Stormcast got a 6. You can't win. And I think this is going to be Stormcast game winning. Now I'm going to take the turn. Alrighty, so let's get going with our hero phase. We've gone for Savage Spearhead, 2 units in our opponent's territory. Pretty easy to do with the units over there. Magic though, we're going to go with Arcane Bolt. Oh, first of all, heroic actions actually before that. We're going to go with heroic healing on the Incantor. 9, that's above, so he doesn't do anything. What are you going to do?
Primordial Born.
So you're going to try and heroic leadership?
Yeah,
On 2 up. Do so. Magic, I'm going to try Arcane Bolt with the Incantor. Goes off on a 5. You can try and dispel it. Stopped. He's then going to try his healing spell. Goes off on a 9, so he heals D6. Heals 5, he's back to full health. And then we've got the Evocators are going to try and cast Empower on themselves. Fail to cast again. Dang it. But we'll go into movement and we'll come back after all of it's done. Alrighty, so movement, Evocators are moving across with then Lord Arcanum jumped down with his Ride the Winds of Theric, and the Cellstar Ballista has jumped down as well to give us some more models on the objective. It's time for some shooting. We're going to go 2d6 shots into the doggos for 7. And so 4s to hit. And 3s to kill. 2 doggos die. Charges, Evocators are in with a 7. And then the Lord Arcanum is going to charge as well. So he needs a 9. Which he got. So he's going to charge over into doggos as well. And then we'll go combat. We'll pick 1 unit to get our exploding hits. And we're going to go the Evocators for exploding hits on 6s. And then start the combat. We will go exploding hits on the Sequitors over there as well. Alrighty, so Evocators, we are hitting on 3s. Yeah, we're going to hit on 3s. 6s explode. So we got 1 exploding hit, but we did a pretty good roll. So 3s to kill. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 die so far. And then 4 ups, do mortals. There's another 2. And with that, it's going to be end of the game. I'm going to take that objective. That one's going to be mine. The Arcanum's going to murderize those dogs who can't pass battle shock because they have no champion. And then I'm just going to pile in down there and kill off your last Ungor to make sure the grand strategy. So Victory, turn 5 to the Stormcast Eternals. Good game, man. That was good. Well, thank you for watching the video. We hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And while you're at it, if you'd like to come chat more with me and other members of our fine community here at Sinful Gaming, you can do so by coming and joining our Discord, of which there is a link in the description of the video to go and join. Also, if you'd like to help support the channel in another way, you can do so either by Patreon, YouTube members, or by going and purchasing some merch on our Teespring store. You can find the links to all three in the description of the video, once again, to Patreon, YouTube members, and to our merch store on Teespring. But also, we'd like to give a special shout out to everyone who helps support the channel via Patreon and YouTube members. So, thank you to our patrons Christian Weir, James, Soren, Chaos Spawn, AJC, Kenny Lowell, Outer and Shot First, Andrew Bowen, Nathan Fee, Tim Newman, The Rising Ape, Cure Dynamic, Agu, Anthony B, MJ, and Dynet226. And a special thank you as well to our YouTube members Green Roots Gaming, Kenton Young, Steve T, The Real Zeop, Chris Wallace, Turai12, Vinny, Lock Lorick, Matt Mollin, Becca Kinski Groupie, The Johnny84, and El Mapache. Thank you as well, a special thanks especially to Lady Witchfox Art, who does all the amazing artwork for the channel. An absolute legend of a person. And then thank you as well to the legend that is Xmorphic. He does so much amazing work in the background of our Discord server, making sure everything works and looks nice and pretty there for us all to enjoy. So that's enough said from me though. Thank you all for watching. Once again, stay safe everyone, stay well, and most of all, keep fighting that war against the Grey. Ciao for now.